Today we have a Mitsubishi L200. Finally, I get to work on something nice and easy. We're gonna do timing belt on it. Let's get it done. Aluminium intake, aluminium rocker cover, dry belt. What more do you want? This thing ain't never gonna die. First, we're gonna take off the V-belt. This thing has seen better days. It's not the end of the world. It still would have a few thousand miles in them, but the customer request was to replace it, and it is actually due. Interesting how they designed this so that you have room to put your finger there. You have room to get the bolt in and out. You have room to put the spanner on the bolt, and yet people are buying Rangers. Easy. Okay. So this is actually quite brilliant. I do adore these. Every single time I see one, I love it. This is how it works. The belt sits on top. And then you choose it for yourself how taut the belt you want to be. Also, if your belt is a little bit worn and it starts to squeak, you can always tweak it a little and squeeze a few more miles out of it. Now we are going to use a trick that most mechanics say, "Oh, don't do it." Fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. What is going to happen here now is I'm going to put the fixed bar on the crank bolt and just crank it ever so slightly just to crack it open, and I'll do the rest by hand. How are we gonna do it up, you might ask? I have a solution for that as well, but that comes later. Take that and just hold it so it doesn't slide off. Don't shit yourself, okay?
Didn't want anybody rounding that off, did they? They're fucking
But this is...
clever, these Japs, aren't they?
Yeah, this is how you do it. Now we're attacking timing cover. Yeah, you're just gonna time it up. It's quite simple. Notch is pointing to the notch, and then there is another notch. On the crank, there is a dot. This is how timing should be. This is how the timing was back in the days. But there's nothing wrong with it at all. Much more prefer to do maintenance on a car rather than repair. Now, a small belt. This shows a bit more wear than the other one. So now it's time for the lower tensioner. Once I fitted that, the belts can go back on. The engine has been turned over twice on the crank, once on the cam. So this is the job done. Here I'm just gonna double check the tightness of certain bolts, and then I'm gonna put the cover on. It's actually a breeze. How are we gonna go about doing the bolt up? Obviously we're not using flywheel locking tool or anything like that. So I have a helping hand sitting in the cabin in 5th gear, smashing the brake, because what I'm doing right now is through the clutch, the gearbox and the brakes, I'm basically stopping the crank from moving. And there we go. This is the timing belt done on a L200. It was easy. Wish we had some more. So yeah, thanks for watching.